Hello, this time I'm going to try and fix this, which is a little Chinese special mirror cum dash cam thingy. So I've got my brew, I'm ready to start this fix. Now I bought this off eBay many moons ago, and I had it in one of my cars, but then I took it out and didn't bother using it for quite a while. What this is, if you've not seen one before, it's a replacement for your interior mirror, and it just clips on to the existing mirror using these clips here. These are hair bands because the rubber things that I had before snapped. Now what you can also see here is that this has got a dash cam built into it, which is amazing. So all you need to do is plug this in to your cigarette lighter, which is on the top there. There's the socket for it. Stick in an SD card into the SD card slot there, and this is ready to be used as a dash cam and a reversing mirror. Wow! So I'll show you how it should work. I've got this plugged into a USB with the correct socket on the back there. So if I just power this up. Oh, like it. So obviously I'm over the dash cam, but if I do it like that, you might be able to see. So there's my hand. Look, so this is the dash cam part. Now what happens is that it's now recording, so it's on a record loop. You can set all the different types of recordings that you want on how long your loop wants to be, and it continually records and basically just keeps closing the file down and starting a new file as you get further into the time. Now the screen just goes off after a certain time and leaves you now with just an ordinary mirror. Lovely. So now what the issue is, if I just turn it back on again, so there's the screen. Now what's supposed to happen is when you pull in to park up and you've finished and you turn your ignition off and power is cut from this USB cable, then if I emulate that by pulling this out, see the screen's gone off completely straight away. Now what is supposed to happen is that screen is supposed to stay on for a few seconds to write the memory card and close the memory card down and then just shut down nicely. Now to do that, it has to have a little battery inside. Now this has stopped doing it, so I think that battery is faulty or something of that nature. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open this baby up and have a look inside and have a look at the battery. Let's do that. For that I need my glasses and a drink of my brew. Lovely. Right, so all I can find is two little crosshead screws, which is there, and that's all I can see. So let's take those out. Okay, so now we've got it open, let's have a look what we've got. So obviously we've got the big screen there. We've got a tiny little bit of circuit board here, which is going to take the power and the actual memory card. Looks like this is the camera interface, goes down there, and the little speaker here to make the noise. But look, here, what? Oh, look at that. So this is the battery, and if we look here, we've actually got a brake. There's just a brake there, look. So that's why it wouldn't work. So what this looks like is I need a replacement battery. So let me go order one of those off eBay. And if by magic we have a double battery pack. I got this off eBay for, I think it was around about £7.50. I'll stick it up on the screen so you can see how much that was. Obviously I only need one, but I'm going to keep one as a spare. So let me just peel this off. I couldn't really, to be honest, I just put in dash cam battery and these came up and they look identical. The 3.7 volts, very tiny, 3.7, aren't they? 3.7 volt, and all I've got is a positive and a negative, which is exactly what we've got here. So all we need to do now is basically, I think, replace that battery the same way that is, stick it down. Now it looks like it had some hot glue just to stick it down there. So I might just put a bit of tape or something in, because it's not going to go anywhere with the cover on, and give it a test. Let's get the soldering iron out. Old battery out. And the new battery in. Time for another drink of me brew. Right, so that's a new battery in now. I'm hoping that it does work with these. So what I'm going to do is, we don't need the cover on to test it, so let's just plug it in and see what we get. Now this battery might be flat or it might have some charging, I don't know. Let's plug this in. So it still works, that's a good sign. Now I get a battery charging light flashing there. And I don't know if that's good or bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug this, see if it goes off or stays on. And if the battery's got no charging, it's going to go off. Let's see. Low battery though, look, but it's staying on. Yeah, I've only got a little bit in the battery, and now it's shutting down correctly as it should. Hey, fantastic. Let's reassemble and let's have a look at it in full operation. So just before I reassemble, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hot glue gun out. I'm just going to glue the battery just down onto where it was there. So I'll take off the old glue. Right then, glue gun ready. Let's glue with the gun. So that's nicely in there, so now it's time to get the cover back on and reassemble. Okay, it's all back together, looking nice. So let's do the final test. Let's plug it back in again and it should come on. Which it does. And it shows me that it's charging the internal battery and it is recording, so there's a little bit there. And what I'll do is zoom into this little screen here. I'll show, well, number one, let's do the first test, which is just unplug it and it should stay on, which it does. I'm going to plug it back in because the battery's still low. All right, so not sure I can show you this now, but can you? Yeah, so if I do that, look, so you can see the camera there, showing around the room. So I'll show you some of the bits and bobs. It is a Chinese special, so the menus are not always that easy to go. That's going to be hard to follow. Oh, there you go. Just get the light out of the way. Let me just prop this up on something so that you're not getting blinded by my ring light. This is the menu. So can you read that? Let's have a look. Right. So yep, so we've got the resolution 1080p. I'm sure it's not 1080p. I'm sure that's just words they've put up to make you feel better. But, so we've got quality, I think that's 3 megapixels. Cyclic, so this is cyclic recorder. So if you go into here, look, you can have this revolving round on 1, 2 or 3 minutes. Yep, so I'll keep it on 1 minute. White balance, yeah, auto, exposure, auto. Motion detection, now, I think you can get this so when it's looking out the camera, if it detects any motion in the front of your car, it will turn on and start recording. Ooh. But, considering there's no power to this apart from the internal battery, do I want that? I've never tried it, you know, I might turn that on actually. I'm going to turn that on, and I might give that a little test at some point. Right, recording, so yes, you want to be recording. Date stamp, yes I want the date stamp. Beep sound, to be honest I think beep sounds annoying, so I'm going to leave it off. Date and time, right, that's what I want to do. Because this is what it wouldn't keep the date and time. So, because that internal battery wasn't there to hold the date and time for it, every time you turn it back on, it reset again. So if you did have a crash and you've got the files in here, they're going to have the wrong date, which is no good. I need the right date. What's the point of it? And this is the auto power off, so you can get it to auto power off after 10, 20 or 30 seconds. 10 is perfect, so when you get out of the car, you kind of hear it powering off just before you shut your door, so then you know it's powered off. Language, English, frequency, 50 Hz, screen timeout. So the screen comes on and you can set that to timeout, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You don't want that screen on all the time because you're trying to maybe use your mirror. You know, you're reversing out of a parking space, so you want that to go off. So it's best just leave it on the 30 seconds. Format the memory card. Well, I'm going to do that because the memory card that is in there, I'm not sure what's on it, but we'll get rid of any of the rubbish. Okay. Default settings. Well, we did a reset anyway. There's the version. Anybody who you geeky, if that means anything to you, then there it is. And that's it. So yeah, so I'm just going to leave this plugged in and just let it do its thing, and until the battery is fully charged, then I can go put it in the car, use it in the car. No showing you that, it's exactly the same as what you've just seen here, apart from the fact that you'll just see through the front of your windscreen on the dash cam. So that's it, handy little piece of kit. Dead cheap as well. I think these are only about 12 or 13 pound. Go look on eBay. Not worth me putting you a link up because they'll change it, it'll have gone before you've actually bought it. So if you just look for reversing mirror dash cam, and you'll probably find loads that will come up then, and then you can go buy one, can't you? Tell them Phil sent you. Well, they won't know me, so I won't bother doing that. No, don't bother with that. No, just go buy one if you want it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.